I was contacted a few weeks ago by a gentleman in Texas named Al. He discovered Simuology, and he sent us an email detailing a story that he had about experiencing a glitch in the simulation during the 70s. This glitch involved an old radio of his, which was physically damaged and seemingly repaired itself after being put away in storage. I was so blown away by Al's story that I asked if he would tell us in his own words what he experienced. It's important to hear what other people have gone through in order to have a better understanding of the simulation and how it works. When we listen, we need to be gracious and thankful. Talking about the simulation is not always a popular thing to do. So the people who come out with their stories are really doing us a favor by being courageous. After all, talking about UFOs is more commonplace than talking about living in a simulation. Therefore, let's take a minute to listen to Al's story and then give him praise in the comments for coming on the channel.
Back in the day, when radio cassette recorders were popular, I tried to remove a cassette stuck in my recorder with a screwdriver. Instead, I broke the cassette compartment door off at the hinge, so I played the radio with the door removed. When I moved away from that place, I left the radio cassette recorder behind in my closet. Later, when I returned to visit Mom and Dad, I decided to take the old radio cassette recorder back with me when it was time for me to leave from my visit. When I opened the closet door to get the player, it looked strangely new for some reason, but I didn't give it much thought right then. When I got the player back to the new place, I noticed the radio cassette recorder was missing a door, but I thought I saw a cassette door on the radio when I put it in the back of my friend's pickup truck. I asked my friend for a flashlight to look in back of truck to find the missing door, but it wasn't there. When I returned with the flashlight, it suddenly dawned on me that I had broken that cassette door when I was still living with my parents. Unless I didn't remember it correctly, I felt frightened and confused. Was I living in a computer-generated illusion? I have always loved science. And yes, in 1983, after looking at a science magazine bragging on how advanced computers supposedly were then, I had this insight it all could be an illusion generated by a futuristic computer. So that's my story, and it's true. Thank you.
If you have a story that you'd like to share with our channel, please send us an email using the links in the description or post a comment down below.